Lao Tzu's philosophy promotes harmony, simplicity, and the natural order of things. Embracing his teachings encourages a peaceful, balanced lifestyle, fostering personal growth and understanding. Learning from Lao Tzu, one cultivates wisdom, reduces stress, and achieves greater happiness. It encourages a life of humility, compassion, and non-contention. Following Lao Tzu's path, individuals learn to flow with life's challenges, embracing change as an opportunity for growth. It's a timeless wisdom, offering insights into leading a contented, fulfilled life. Let's all explore Lao Tzu's teachings to find inner peace and wisdom. 1. If you are depressed, you are living in the past. If you are anxious, you are living in the future. If you are at peace, you are living in the present. In the wisdom of the Tao, we perceive time not as a mere sequence, but as the essence of our inner experiences. The sage teaches, if you are depressed, you are living in the past, illuminating that sorrow is often born from clinging to what has already slipped away, to moments that are beyond our reach. This attachment to the past clouds our vision, preventing us from seeing the beauty and potential of the now. Conversely, if you are anxious, you are living in the future, speaks to the unease that arises when our minds wander into the realm of tomorrow, a land of uncertainty and endless possibilities. This forward-looking worry distracts us from the present, where our true power lies. Finally, if you are at peace, you are living in the present, encapsulates the Taoist ideal of harmony with the moment. It is in the present that we find tranquility, for it is the only realm in which we truly exist, can act, and find serenity. To live in the present is to embrace the flow of life, accepting its ebbs and flows with equanimity, thus embodying the wisdom of Lao Tzu in our daily lives. 2. If you are alone for a long time, soon you will accept loneliness. You will never know your potential if you are afraid to be alone. In the solitude of our being, we encounter the depths of our own nature. If you are alone for a long time, soon you will accept loneliness. Speaks to the human capacity to adapt and find peace in solitude. This acceptance is not resignation, but an embrace of solitude as a state of being, where the noise of the external world fades and the inner voice becomes clear. It is in these moments of quietude that we are invited to reflect, to grow, and to understand ourselves more deeply. Conversely, you will never know your potential if you are afraid to be alone, illuminates the necessity of facing solitude to uncover the vastness of our capabilities. Fear of being alone often stems from the discomfort of confronting our true selves, yet it is precisely this confrontation that leads to self-discovery and the realization of our latent potential. Thus, Lao Tzu would counsel us to view solitude not as a void to be feared, but as a fertile ground for personal growth and self-realization, where the seeds of our true potential can be sown and nurtured. 3. To lead people, follow them. In the wisdom of Lao Tzu, to lead people, follow them, reveals a profound understanding of leadership grounded in humility and empathy. This paradoxical statement emphasizes that true leadership is not about imposing one's will or marching ahead alone, but about understanding and respecting the needs, aspirations, and journey of those one aims to lead. By following the people, a leader listens, learns, and acknowledges the collective wisdom of the group, thereby fostering a sense of mutual respect and cooperation. This approach cultivates a more harmonious and effective leadership style where the leader becomes a facilitator of growth rather than a dictator of direction. It's about guiding with a gentle hand, allowing the natural flow of ideas and energy within the group to direct the course, ensuring that the path forward is aligned with the collective vision and values of the people. In essence, to lead by following is to empower, to illuminate the way by walking alongside others, nurturing an environment where everyone feels valued and part of the journey. 4. I have just 3 things to teach: simplicity, patience, and compassion. These 3 are your greatest treasures. In the essence of Taoist wisdom, the teaching, I have just 3 things to teach: simplicity, patience, and compassion. These 3 are your greatest treasures. encapsulates a profound guidance for a fulfilling life. Simplicity urges us to strip away the unnecessary, to live with minimalism and focus on what truly matters, fostering a life of clarity and contentment. This virtue teaches us to appreciate the beauty in the ordinary, to reduce complexities, and to find peace in the essentials. Patience, the second treasure, cultivates the strength to endure life's challenges with grace. It teaches us to embrace the journey without succumbing to the frustrations of the moment, understanding that time reveals all outcomes. Through patience, we learn to navigate the flow of life with tranquility, awaiting the natural unfoldment of events. Lastly, compassion, the heart of Taoist teachings, calls us to extend kindness and understanding to all beings. It reminds us that in the interconnectedness of life, the act of compassion enriches not only others, but nourishes our own souls, knitting the fabric of the community with threads of empathy and love. Together, simplicity, patience, and compassion form the cornerstone of a wise and harmonious existence, guiding us towards inner peace and outward harmony with the world. 5. What the caterpillar calls the end, the rest of the world calls a butterfly. In this profound observation, Lao Tzu might elucidate that what the caterpillar calls the end, the rest of the world calls a butterfly, to highlight the transformative power of perspective and the cyclical nature of existence. The caterpillar's end signifies a moment of profound transformation, a transition that appears as a finale from one viewpoint but is, in fact, the precursor to a new beginning. This phase, which the caterpillar might perceive as the culmination of its existence, is merely a stage in the broader process of metamorphosis leading to the emergence of a butterfly. This teaching illuminates the Taoist understanding of change as an intrinsic aspect of life, encouraging us to embrace the unknown and the potential for renewal inherent in every conclusion. It suggests that endings are not absolute, but are perspectives from which new beginnings are often invisible. The butterfly symbolizes liberation, beauty, and the transcendence over prior limitations, serving as a metaphor for the human capacity to undergo profound transformations and emerge anew. Through this wisdom, Lao Tzu invites us to reconsider our perceptions of endings, encouraging us to view them not as terminations, but as gateways to new states of being, reminding us of the perpetual possibility for growth and rebirth that lies within the cycles of nature and life. This teaching illuminates the Taoist understanding of change as an intrinsic aspect of life, encouraging us to embrace the unknown and the potential for renewal inherent in every conclusion. It suggests that endings are not absolute, but are perspectives from which new beginnings are often invisible. The butterfly symbolizes liberation, beauty, and the transcendence over prior limitations, serving as a metaphor for the human capacity to undergo profound transformations and emerge anew. Through this wisdom, Lao Tzu invites us to reconsider our perceptions of endings, encouraging us to view them not as terminations, but as gateways to new states of being, reminding us of the perpetual possibility for growth and rebirth that lies within the cycles of nature and life. 6. He who is satisfied with his lot is rich. In the sage wisdom of Lao Tzu, the phrase, "he who is satisfied with his lot is rich," delves deep into the essence of contentment and the true nature of wealth. The notion of being satisfied with his lot speaks to a profound acceptance and appreciation of what one has in the present moment, irrespective of its magnitude by conventional standards. This satisfaction is not born of complacency, but of a deep-seated understanding that true abundance comes from within, from a state of inner peace and contentment with one's circumstances, achievements, and possessions, however modest they may be. The term rich here transcends the materialistic interpretation of wealth, pointing instead to a richness of spirit and a wealth of inner tranquility. It suggests that the richest individuals are not necessarily those with the most material possessions, but those who have cultivated a sense of contentment and gratitude for their life's journey. This wisdom encourages us to reevaluate our measures of success and wealth, guiding us towards an inner fulfillment that is independent of external validation or material accumulation. 7. The wise man is one who knows what he does not know. In the wisdom of Lao Tzu, the saying, "The wise man is one who knows what he does not know," unveils the essence of true wisdom. This paradoxical statement highlights the virtue of humility in the perpetual quest for knowledge. The wise man refers to an individual who, despite his understanding and experience, recognizes the vastness of the unknown. This acknowledgement of ignorance is not a deficiency, but a strength. It is the driving force behind continuous learning and personal growth. Such a person is open to new ideas, willing to question and explore, and thus remains adaptable and evolving. This wisdom transcends mere acquisition of facts. It embodies a deeper, intuitive understanding of life's complexities and an acceptance of the limits of one's knowledge. In essence, it teaches that the foundation of wisdom is the awareness of our own limitations and the infinite potential for discovery that lies beyond them. 8. Get rid of the desire to have. In the essence of Taoist wisdom, get rid of the desire to have serves as a profound directive towards achieving inner peace and harmony. This statement encourages us to confront and release the incessant longing for possessions and external validations that often entangle our spirits. The desire to have signifies the endless chase after material gains and societal accolades, which, though momentarily satisfying, can lead to a perpetual state of wanting and dissatisfaction. By advocating the removal of such desires, Lao Tzu guides us towards a path of simplicity and contentment, emphasizing the value of being over having. This liberation from materialistic cravings allows us to find fulfillment in the essence of our being and the richness of our experiences, rather than in the accumulation of possessions. Through this teaching, we are invited to cultivate a sense of gratitude for what we already possess and to seek joy in the simplicity and profundity of life itself, thereby fostering a deeper connection with the Tao or the Way. 9. When I let go of what I am, I become what I might be. In the essence of Taoist wisdom, when I let go of what I am, I become what I might be, speaks to the liberating power of releasing our current selves to embrace our potential. The what I am symbolizes our present identity, shaped by past experiences, beliefs, and limitations. Clinging to this identity can confine us, preventing growth and exploration of new possibilities. The act of letting go is not about discarding our essence, but about releasing the rigid definitions and constraints we place upon ourselves. It's an invitation to transcend the known and venture into the uncharted territory of our being. The what I might be represents the boundless potential that unfolds when we are not tethered to a fixed sense of self. This teaching encourages us to embrace change, to be fluid and open to transformation. It is a reminder that in the fluidity of existence, our true potential is not a fixed point, but a horizon ever expanding as we dare to move beyond our current limitations. 10. Soft and weak wins over hard and strong. In the flowing wisdom of Tao, the principle soft and weak wins over hard and strong unveils the paradoxical power of yielding and resilience over force and rigidity. This teaching, profound in its simplicity, elucidates that true strength does not reside in brute force, but in the gentle persistence and adaptable nature of softness. The softness, akin to water, illustrates how persistence and adaptability can overcome the rigid and unyielding. Water can shape stone not through force, but through its patient and persistent flow. The weak here does not imply a lack of strength, but an embracing of flexibility and the capacity to endure by bending rather than breaking. This wisdom counsels in life's adversities, being like water, flowing around obstacles, adapting to the shape of circumstances, and persisting gently over time, ultimately leads to triumph over what seems insurmountably hard and strong. Through this, Lao Tzu teaches the virtue of harnessing the inherent power of gentleness and resilience to navigate the complexities of existence. 11. When true virtue is lost, good nature appears. When good nature is lost, justice appears. When justice is lost, decency appears. The rules of decency are only the semblance of truth in the beginning of all disorder. Lao Tzu's wisdom unfolds in layers, revealing the degradation of society's moral fabrics through this profound sequence. At its pinnacle, true virtue operates silently, guiding beings without the need for explicit acknowledgement. It's a state of harmony where actions are innately aligned with the Tao, the natural way. As this intrinsic alignment erodes, good nature becomes visible. A step removed from virtue, it denotes a conscious effort to be kind, signaling the start of disconnection from our natural goodness. Following this, justice emerges as a system to enforce what was once spontaneous, indicating a further departure from virtue. Justice, being an external imposition, suggests a significant loss of mutual trust and inherent goodness. Decency, the last vestige, is the thinnest facade of social harmony, a superficial adherence to norms devoid of genuine understanding or compassion. It marks the brink of societal chaos, where the absence of true virtue manifests as a reliance on external rules that mimic but cannot replicate the order and peace fostered by living in accordance with the Tao. Thus, Lao Tzu illustrates a progressive decline from an innate, unspoken truth to a reliance on artificial constructs, forewarning the onset of disorder. 12. True words are not pleasant. Pleasant words are not true. In the tapestry of wisdom, Lao Tzu weaves, true words are not pleasant. Pleasant words are not true. Serves as a profound meditation on the nature of truth and comfort. This teaching invites us to confront the reality that truth, in its purest form, often carries the weight of discomfort, challenging our preconceptions and urging growth. It is a testament to the fact that genuine insight and honesty can disrupt the tranquility of ignorance or denial. Conversely, words designed solely to please are frequently devoid of substance, tailored to appease rather than enlighten. This dichotomy underscores the value of authenticity over superficiality, encouraging a pursuit of what is real rather than what is merely agreeable. It is a call to embrace the often unsettling journey of genuine understanding, recognizing that the path to wisdom is paved with truths that may initially disconcert, but ultimately liberate. 13. Live for the praise of others, and you will become their prisoner. Embarking on a path guided solely by the pursuit of others' accolades ensnares the spirit, as Lao Tzu might counsel. Live for the praise of others, and you will become their prisoner. Serves as a profound admonition against anchoring one's worth and actions to the fleeting approval of the external world. The initial clause, live for the praise of others, highlights the peril of allowing external validation to dictate one's course, suggesting a relinquishment of personal autonomy and authentic desire. This reliance transforms into a metaphorical incarceration, as signified by, you will become their prisoner, illustrating how such dependency curtails freedom, compelling one to perform in a perpetual cycle of expectation and approval-seeking. This wisdom implores us to cultivate inner validation and live by our truths, thereby liberating ourselves from the confines of external judgment and living a life of true freedom and self-determination. 14. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. In the profound wisdom of Tao, the adage, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, reveals the essence of all endeavors, teaching that great distances and ambitious goals are conquered not in one grand leap, but through the accumulation of small, deliberate actions. The 1,000 miles symbolize the vastness of any journey, be it personal transformation, a creative project, or a spiritual quest, emphasizing that its completion lies beyond the horizon of immediate perception. The single step signifies the initial act of courage and commitment, the essential starting point from which all progress emanates. It is a reminder that the grandeur of any journey is accessible to us all, provided we dare to begin. This wisdom teaches the importance of the present moment and the power inherent in taking the first action, however modest, towards realizing our visions and dreams. Through this, Lao Tzu guides us to embrace the journey of life with patience, perseverance, and faith in the unfolding path. 15. There is nothing softer and more flexible than water, but try to resist it. Stimu. In the wisdom of Tao, water represents the ultimate paradox of strength and gentleness, teaching that true power lies in adaptability and resilience. There is nothing softer and more flexible than water, speaks to water's inherent quality of yieldingness, its capacity to flow around obstacles, adapt to any container, and embrace the path of least resistance. This softness and flexibility are not signs of weakness, but are the very sources of water's enduring strength and impact. The latter phrase, "but try to resist it," underscores the futility of opposing such a force. Despite its softness, water can carve through stone, alter landscapes, and overcome any barrier not through brute force, but through persistent, gentle pressure. This teaching illuminates the profound truth that the greatest strength often comes not from rigid force, but from the ability to adapt, persist, and overcome with quiet, relentless resilience. 16. Watch your thoughts, they become your words. Watch your words, they become your actions. Watch your actions, they become your habits. Watch your habits, they become your character. Watch your character, it becomes your destiny. In the profound tapestry of existence, the ancient wisdom of Lao Tzu guides us to a fundamental truth. Our inner world shapes our outer reality. Watch your thoughts, for they become your words, illuminates the genesis of creation within the sanctum of our minds. Thoughts, the seeds of our consciousness, blossom into words, crafting the narrative of our lives. Watch your words, for they become your actions, emphasizes the bridge from the intangible to the tangible, where spoken intentions manifest through deeds. Actions, repeated with intention or neglect, solidify into habits, the recurrent patterns that sculpt the marble of our daily lives. Watch your actions, for they become your habits, is a call to mindfulness, recognizing that what we do consistently weaves the fabric of our character. Our habits, those persistent acts, echo the essence of our being, molding our character. Watch your habits, for they become your character, underscores the cumulative effect of our choices. For it is our character that stands as the beacon of our essence, the true reflection of our innermost selves. Finally, watch your character, for it becomes your destiny, encapsulates the journey from thought to fate. Our character, the sum of our thoughts, words, actions, and habits, navigates the course of our lives, steering us toward our ultimate destiny. This profound chain of causality Lao Tzu presents invites us to cultivate self-awareness and intentionality at every step, teaching us that the mastery of oneself is the foundation upon which destiny is built. Through this wisdom, we are reminded that the power to shape our destiny lies within, beginning with the vigilant guardianship of our inner world. 17. The wise man avoids all extremes. In the serene wisdom of Tao, Lao Tzu teaches, the wise man avoids all extremes, a principle reflecting the harmonious balance of life. This wisdom emphasizes the importance of moderation, suggesting that living a life of excess or deficiency in any aspect, be it emotion, action, or thought, leads to disharmony and disquiet. The wise man symbolizes an individual who, through insight and understanding, recognizes the value in maintaining equilibrium. By eschewing extremes, one fosters a state of balance, embodying the Taoist ideal of following the natural order of things. This balance is not merely a point of stasis, but a dynamic equilibrium, adapting fluidly to life's ever-changing circumstances. In doing so, the wise person navigates life's complexities with grace, ensuring peace and longevity. Thus, this teaching guides us toward a path of moderation, where the avoidance of extremes ensures a life in harmony with the Tao, marked by inner tranquility and outer effectiveness. 18. When people know a lot, it is difficult to manage them. In the wisdom of Tao, the phrase, "when people know a lot, it is difficult to manage them," unfolds layers of understanding about knowledge and leadership. This statement underscores the complexity that arises when individuals, brimming with knowledge, navigate their paths with strong convictions and diverse perspectives. Knowledge, in its essence, empowers individuals, fostering a sense of autonomy and self-guidance. It breeds a variety of viewpoints, making the task of leading a unified direction more challenging. The more people know, the more they question, debate, and carve their distinct paths, often resisting external guidance or management. This scenario isn't about the negation of knowledge, but highlights the importance of wisdom in leadership. True leadership, then, is not about managing or controlling, but guiding through wisdom, encouraging harmony amidst diversity, and aligning individual insights towards a collective vision. It speaks to the art of leading without imposing, where the leader navigates the manifold waters of knowledge with understanding, patience, and the subtle craft of persuasion. 19. Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. In the serene wisdom of Tao, the phrase nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished, serves as a profound reminder of the effortless flow and intrinsic balance within the natural world. This teaching illuminates the principle that true harmony and efficiency do not stem from the frenzied pace of action, but from moving in accordance with the natural rhythm of life. Nature's unhurried pace is not a sign of lethargy, but a testament to its wisdom, where every process unfolds in its own time, perfectly synchronized. This concept urges us to reflect on our own lives, suggesting that the essence of achieving our goals lies not in the haste with which we pursue them, but in aligning our actions with the right timing and the natural course of events. It encourages us to cultivate patience, to trust in the timing of our own growth, and to understand that rushing may not always lead to the fulfillment we seek. By embracing this wisdom, we learn to navigate life with grace, understanding that everything will be accomplished in its due time, just as in nature. 20. Man dies from birth. In the profound depths of Taoist thought, the phrase, man dies from birth, encapsulates the immutable truth of life's impermanence. From the moment of birth, the journey towards death commences, signifying that existence and cessation are inseparably entwined. This statement is not a morose reflection, but a profound acknowledgement of life's transient nature. It urges us to grasp the immediacy of the present, to cherish and engage fully with the unfolding moment. This awareness cultivates a deeper appreciation for the fragility and preciousness of life, prompting us to live with intentionality and purpose. Recognizing that our time is finite, we are inspired to pursue meaningful actions, cultivate virtuous qualities, and embrace the journey of life with acceptance and wisdom. Thus, understanding that man dies from birth is not an admonition of despair, but a call to awaken to the fullness of life, to appreciate the beauty in transience, and to live in harmony with the Tao's eternal flow. 21. Knowledge is the treasure, and practice is the key to it. In the profound teachings of Tao, knowledge is the treasure, and practice is the key to it, encapsulates the essence of wisdom acquisition and its application. Here, knowledge is likened to a vast and valuable treasure, a repository of wisdom that holds the potential to enrich our lives, offering insights and understanding beyond the mundane. However, possessing this treasure is not merely a matter of acquisition. The key to unlocking this treasure, to truly making it ours, is practice. This signifies that knowledge, while profound and valuable, remains latent and unutilized without the act of practice. Practice embodies the application of knowledge, the process through which theoretical understanding is transformed into lived experience and wisdom. It is through practice that knowledge transcends the abstract and becomes tangible, impacting our lives and the world around us. This teaching underscores the importance of not just learning but doing, reminding us that the true value of knowledge lies in its application, in the transformation it brings about in us and our engagement with the world. 22. Who knows doesn't say. Who speaks doesn't know. In the realm of wisdom, Lao Tzu presents us with a paradoxical truth. Who knows doesn't say. Who speaks doesn't know. This profound statement delves into the nature of true knowledge and understanding. The essence of this teaching lies in recognizing that the deepest truths and understandings of the universe, or Tao, are beyond the confines of language. Those who have truly grasped the vast, intricate mysteries of existence are aware of the limitations of words to encapsulate such wisdom. Thus, they often remain silent, understanding that true wisdom is lived and experienced rather than spoken. Conversely, those who are quick to speak, to assert knowledge, often do so from a place of superficial understanding, lacking the depth of true insight. This highlights a fundamental Taoist principle. Genuine knowledge and enlightenment are found in humility, in recognizing and embracing the limits of our understanding, and in the silent, profound experience of simply being. 23. Silence is a source of great strength. In the profound simplicity of silence, Lao Tzu reveals a paradoxical truth. Silence is a source of great strength. This wisdom transcends mere absence of sound, delving into the essence of inner peace and self-mastery. Silence in this context is not merely the lack of noise, but a profound state of mental and emotional tranquility, a reservoir from which great strength emerges. It allows for deep reflection, fostering a space where intuition and insight can flourish, unobstructed by the chaos of external distractions or the incessant chatter of the mind. Through silence, one cultivates a centeredness and clarity that empowers decision-making, enhances creativity, and strengthens resolve. It is in these quiet moments that we reconnect with our deepest selves and the universal truths that guide us. Thus, Lao Tzu teaches that embracing silence is not a retreat from the world, but a powerful means of engaging with it more fully, with greater wisdom and equanimity. 24. Whoever talks a lot often fails. In the tranquility of wisdom, Lao Tzu might convey, whoever talks a lot often fails, to illuminate the virtue of silence and the potency of action over words. This adage suggests that excessive talking can lead to a dilution of focus and a dispersion of energy, which are vital for the fruition of intentions and achievements. The person who talks a lot symbolizes those among us who prioritize discourse over deeds, potentially neglecting the silent, steadfast pursuit required for true success. This propensity for verbosity may also reflect a lack of inner certainty, where the abundance of words serves as a veil for the vacuity of action. Conversely, the sage teaches the value of conservation, of words, of energy, of focus, implying that in the economy of success, silence is not merely golden but foundational. It is through this reticence that we cultivate depth, allow wisdom to percolate, and enable actions to speak with a clarity and impact that words often promise, yet seldom deliver. 25. Life is a series of natural and spontaneous changes. Don't resist them. That only creates sorrow. Let reality be reality. Let things flow naturally forward in whatever way they like. In the serene wisdom of Tao, we are guided to understand that life is a series of natural and spontaneous changes. This teaches us that existence is an unending flux, a river of transformations that we are part of. To resist these changes, as Lao Tzu counsels, only creates sorrow, for in opposition to the natural flow, we find conflict and suffering. Instead, we are urged to let reality be reality. Let things flow naturally forward in whatever way they like. This is not a call to passivity, but an invitation to harmonize with the inherent order of the universe. By embracing change rather than contesting it, we align ourselves with the Tao, finding peace in the acceptance that all is as it should be. In doing so, we allow life to unfold in its richness, guiding us through its currents with ease and grace, embodying the wisdom that in acceptance there is freedom. 26. If you aren't afraid of dying, there is nothing you can't achieve. In the wisdom of Lao Tzu, if you aren't afraid of dying, there is nothing you can't achieve, speaks to the ultimate liberation from fear, the root of all limitations. The fear of death binds many, casting a shadow over actions and dreams, leading to a life lived within self-imposed confines. To transcend this fear is to embrace the impermanence of existence, acknowledging that in the vast tapestry of life, death is but a transition, not an end. This acceptance empowers one to act with courage and clarity, unshackled from the dread that stifles ambition and creativity. It is in this fearless state that one can truly pursue greatness, for when the fear of the ultimate unknown is overcome, all other fears diminish and one's potential becomes boundless. Thus, Lao Tzu teaches that by confronting and accepting our mortality, we unlock the fullness of our capacity to live, to create, and to achieve the extraordinary. 27. Victory over others gives strength. Victory over oneself gives fearlessness. In the tapestry of life, victories are twofold. Victory over others gives strength, speaks to the external triumphs we achieve, the battles won against competitors, the accolades and acknowledgments from our endeavors. These victories bolster our confidence, fortify our resolve, and empower us with strength, as they are tangible proofs of our capabilities and prowess in the physical realm. Yet this form of strength is fleeting, often dependent on the presence of an adversary or external validation. In contrast, victory over oneself gives fearlessness, delves into the internal struggle, the conquest of our own fears, doubts, and limitations. This victory is profound and enduring, for it stems from mastering the self, transcending our inner barriers, and achieving a state of self-awareness and self-control. It imbues us with fearlessness not because we have nothing left to face, but because we have faced ourselves and emerged victorious. In this internal victory lies the true essence of courage and the key to unshakable peace and resilience. 28. Do not seek, otherwise you will lose. Do not seek and you will find. In the essence of Taoist wisdom, the phrase, do not seek, otherwise you will lose, do not seek and you will find, captures the paradoxical nature of seeking fulfillment in wisdom. The act of seeking often implies a sense of lack, a desire that propels us outside ourselves, leading to a perpetual state of wanting that distances us from the very essence we aim to capture. This seeking is likened to grasping at the wind. The more we try to hold it, the more it eludes us. Conversely, the counsel to not seek suggests a state of being where one is in harmony with the Tao, embodying a contentment and openness that allows the universe to unfold in its own time. In this state of non-seeking, we are aligned with the natural flow of life, where what is truly meant for us comes effortlessly. This wisdom teaches the power of letting go, encouraging a presence and mindfulness that reveals the richness of being, where true discovery and understanding emerge not from seeking, but from being. 29. A man dies easily because he has too much will to live. In the depth of Taoist wisdom, the paradoxical statement, a man dies easily because he has too much will to live, reflects on the nature of attachment in the flow of life's energy. The too much will to live signifies an intense clinging to life, desires, and outcomes, which, according to Taoist thought, leads to an imbalance in one's being. This over-attachment disrupts the natural harmony and flow of life, causing resistance to the inevitable changes and transitions that life entails, including death. The ease of dying, in this context, is not a physical demise, but a metaphorical surrender, where the struggle and resistance born from excessive attachment hasten the loss of harmony with the Tao, the universal way. It suggests that in grasping too tightly to life and its desires, one may miss living in harmony with the natural order, thereby facing life's challenges, including death, with greater difficulty. Embracing life with detachment and in accordance with the Tao fosters a serene passage through its cycles, embodying the wisdom that in letting go, one finds true alignment with life's essence. 30. Time is a created thing. To say I don't have time is like saying I don't want to. In the profound insights of Tao, the phrase time is a created thing, to say I don't have time is like saying I don't want to, unveils the illusory nature of time as perceived by humans. Time, a construct, bends to our will and priorities. The declaration of not having time is not a reflection of its scarcity, but an indication of our choices and values. This wisdom teaches us that time's abundance or lack thereof is often a matter of what we deem important. When one asserts the absence of time, they reveal less about their schedule's constraints and more about their inner hierarchy of desires and commitments. This perspective urges us to introspect on how we allocate this most precious resource, encouraging a conscious engagement with our actions and priorities. It challenges us to own our decisions, acknowledging that not having time is a choice, a prioritization, urging us to live more intentionally, aligning our time with our true aspirations and values. 31. Fill your bowl to the brim and it will spill. Keep sharpening your knife and it will be blunt. Lao Tzu's wisdom, fill your bowl to the brim and it will spill. Keep sharpening your knife and it will be blunt, is a profound meditation on the virtue of moderation and the folly of excess. The first part, fill your bowl to the brim and it will spill, teaches that overindulgence or excessive accumulation, be it material wealth, emotions, or ambitions, leads inevitably to waste and imbalance. It's a metaphor for life, urging us to embrace sufficiency and avoid the pitfalls of excess. The second part, keep sharpening your knife and it will be blunt, warns against overzealousness in the diminishing returns of relentless pursuit. Constantly striving without pause or reflection can lead to the erosion of our abilities, resources, or spirit. Together, these teachings advocate for a balanced approach to life, emphasizing the wisdom of knowing when enough is enough and the importance of maintaining balance in all endeavors. 32. The one who knows and pretends not to know is on top. Who without knowledge pretends to be knowledgeable, he is sick. In the wisdom of Tao, this teaching, the one who knows and pretends not to know is on top. Who without knowledge pretends to be knowledgeable, he is sick, illuminates the virtue of humility and the folly of pretense. The person who possesses knowledge yet displays humility, choosing to remain open and unassuming, holds the highest position of wisdom. This humility does not diminish their knowledge but enhances it, allowing continuous growth and learning. In contrast, the one who lacks understanding yet feigns expertise is afflicted by the malady of arrogance. This pretense is a barrier to true knowledge, as it closes the mind to learning and growth. It reveals a deep insecurity and a disconnection from the Tao, the natural way of harmony and balance. True wisdom, therefore, is not just in acquiring knowledge, but in the grace of humility that acknowledges the limitless expanse of the unknown, inviting an ever-deepening understanding of the universe and oneself. 33. Care about what other people think, and you will always be their prisoner. Lao Tzu's wisdom, care about what other people think, and you will always be their prisoner, speaks to the liberating path of self-acceptance and independence. To care about what other people think is to place undue value on external perceptions, allowing the judgments and opinions of others to dictate one's actions, choices, and sense of self-worth. This external orientation entraps us, making us prisoners to the fluctuating views and expectations of those around us. It confines us within a cage of conformity where our true selves are suppressed in favor of an identity shaped by societal approval. The essence of this teaching is the encouragement to cultivate inner strength and autonomy, urging us to seek validation not from the external world, but from within. By detaching from the weight of others' opinions, we free ourselves from their control, embarking on a path of genuine self-expression and personal freedom. This liberation allows us to live authentically, aligned with our true nature and values, rather than being shackled by the fleeting judgments of the external world. 34. Even a loss can turn into a profit, or a profit can turn into a loss. In the fluid dance of existence, Lao Tzu might say, even a loss can turn into a profit, or a profit can turn into a loss, to teach us about the impermanence and dual nature of life's circumstances. This wisdom encourages us to view our experiences beyond the immediate notions of gain and loss. A loss signifies those moments that initially appear as setbacks or failures. Yet, with time and perspective, these situations often reveal hidden opportunities for growth, learning, or redirection towards paths more aligned with our true selves. Conversely, a profit reflects the achievements and successes that, while initially gratifying, may lead to unforeseen challenges, complacency, or detach us from deeper values. This teaching serves as a reminder to maintain balance and equanimity, recognizing that life's true essence lies not in the external fluctuations of fortune, but in our internal responses and the wisdom we gain from each experience. Through this perspective, Lao Tzu guides us to embrace the transient nature of our journey, finding harmony and contentment in the ever-changing tapestry of life. 35. There is no crime greater than having too many desires. There is no disaster greater than not being content. There is no misfortune greater than being covetous. In the wisdom of Tao, Lao Tzu teaches us that the root of much discord lies in our desires, contentment, and covetousness. There is no crime greater than having too many desires speaks to the turmoil that arises from endless wanting, which distracts us from the simplicity and beauty of the present. This craving for more creates an inner dissonance as our spirits become cluttered with the noise of accumulation rather than the harmony of existence. There is no disaster greater than not being content underscores the peace that is forfeited when we fail to appreciate what we already possess. In discontent, we lose touch with the abundance of the now, seeking fulfillment in the ephemeral, which leads us astray from the path of serenity. Lastly, there is no misfortune greater than being covetous, illuminates the suffering that ensues from envying others, a toxic seed that poisons our relationships and our inner peace. Together, these teachings guide us towards a life of simplicity, gratitude, and harmony with the Tao, where true contentment and joy are found not in the external pursuit of desires, but in the internal cultivation of spiritual richness. 36. Be attentive to your thoughts. They are the beginning of actions. In the wisdom of Tao, Lao Tzu teaches, be attentive to your thoughts. They are the beginning of actions, guiding us to recognize the profound power that lies within our own minds. This sage advice illuminates the process by which our inner world shapes our external reality. Thoughts are not merely ephemeral wisps of consciousness. They are the seeds from which our actions grow. Like a gardener tending to a garden, we must be vigilant in nurturing positive thoughts and weeding out those that are harmful or unproductive. This vigilance is crucial because every action begins as a thought. By cultivating a mindful awareness of our thoughts, we engage in the first step toward deliberate action. This principle encourages us to take responsibilities for our mental landscape, understanding that the quality of our thoughts directly influences the quality of our lives. Through mindful attention, we can steer our actions toward harmony and purpose, embodying the wisdom that our thoughts are the architects of our destiny. 37. You can always rise above those who offend you by forgiving them. In the wisdom of Tao, forgiveness is not merely an act of kindness towards another, but a profound elevation of one's own spirit. You can always rise above those who offend you by forgiving them encapsulates the transformative power of forgiveness. To forgive is to release oneself from the burdens of anger and resentment, which tether us to the very source of our suffering. Those who offend us, intentionally or not, offer us an unintended gift, the opportunity to practice grace, compassion, and understanding. By choosing forgiveness, we transcend the immediate pain and the limitations imposed by harboring negativity. This act of letting go allows us to ascend to a higher state of being, one characterized by inner peace and resilience. Forgiveness, therefore, is not a concession to those who have wronged us, but a deliberate choice to reclaim our power and autonomy, to rise above the fray, and to navigate life with a lighter heart and a liberated soul. 38. The truth is not always beautiful, nor are beautiful words the truth. Lao Tzu, speaking to the soul's journey through wisdom, might say, the truth is not always beautiful, nor are beautiful words the truth, to illuminate the complex nature of reality versus perception. This phrase underscores the discernment between truth and its presentation. The truth refers to the raw, unvarnished reality of our existence in the universe's workings, which may not always align with our ideals of beauty or comfort. It suggests that authenticity and depth often lie beneath surfaces that might not be immediately appealing or comforting. Conversely, beautiful words represent the allure of eloquence and charm, which, while captivating, may not always convey the truth. They can sometimes be a facade, distracting from the starkness of genuine insight. Lao Tzu teaches us to seek wisdom beyond appearances, encouraging a quest for genuine understanding over the seduction of mere rhetoric. This perspective invites us to embrace reality in its entirety, finding beauty in truth, even when it challenges our expectations. 39. You are controlled by the one who makes you angry. In the wisdom of Lao Tzu, the insight, "You are controlled by the one who makes you angry," unveils a profound truth about the nature of emotion and power. This statement suggests that when we allow our anger towards another to consume us, we inadvertently grant them dominion over our inner state. The one who makes you angry symbolizes not just an individual, but any external force that triggers our ire, highlighting how our emotional responses can become chains that tether us to the very sources of our discontent. This dynamic of control emerges because anger consumes our thoughts, dictates our actions, and clouds our judgment, leaving us at the mercy of those who evoke it. Lao Tzu's wisdom invites us to recognize the futility of surrendering our peace to external provocations. By mastering our emotions, we reclaim our sovereignty over ourselves, embodying the Taoist principle of harmony within and without. Through this understanding, we find liberation from the bonds of anger, stepping into a state of balance and self-control that no external force can disrupt. 40. Be content with what you have. Rejoice in the way things are. When you realize there is nothing lacking, the whole world belongs to you. In the tapestry of life, Lao Tzu's wisdom, "Be content with what you have. Rejoice in the way things are." When you realize there is nothing lacking, the whole world belongs to you, serves as a profound guide to finding inner peace and abundance. To be content with what you have is to embrace gratitude for the present, recognizing the sufficiency and value in our current possessions and circumstances. Rejoice in the way things are invites us to celebrate life's present state, finding joy in existence itself beyond the relentless pursuit of more. This mindset liberates us from the chains of perpetual dissatisfaction, revealing that when you realize there is nothing lacking, our perception of deficiency transforms, unveiling the abundance that life inherently offers. This realization that nothing is missing shifts our perspective, making us see the whole world as ours, not in possession, but in connection and harmony. Lao Tzu teaches us that true wealth and freedom come from recognizing the abundance within and around us, not from accumulating more.